Welcome back, guys, for another video today. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about a woman that is wearing some type of clothes in order to work, and some other people are asking question: How come you claiming yourself as Christian and you're wearing this kind of clothes to work? All right. So I know a lot of people are gonna ask question. A lot of you gonna also criticize and understand and empathize. But you guys gonna we're gonna watch it together, right? We're gonna watch it together, and I'm gonna make the best. I'm gonna also let you guys know what I think. All right, I'm gonna let you guys know what I think. And also for you guys, that's for you that is new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. For now, that's the only way for you guys to support and also to support me and the channel, and to be a part of the community of this community that is going right now. All right. So we're not gonna waste any more time. Let's just dive into the let's dive straight into this video. All right. Let's go.
It's
not
inherent
sexual.
sexual.
And you
Yes,
get
it
tips.
is.
No, it's
You
not.
Why
You
does
get
it? Why?
paper
I'm not
dollar
dancing
tips
on
like
someone, I'm
every
not
other
touching
stripper.
somebody, I'm
Why-
not doing-
I was just gonna ask you something.
Sure.
You're a bikini barista, right?
Yes.
And a hardcore conservative,
I
kind of, or some like you're on.
I'm
Leaning,
not hardcore conservative.
You're leaning
no.
right.
Yeah.
So and you don't like work.
No.
So why do you think? And you're a Christian. So
Yeah.
how are you a Christian and against sex work, but yet you're in a bikini all day serving food and getting tips?
You don't think
that's a
that
good
Christians?
question. That's
You
a
don't
good
think that
question.
Christians can
I
go
just
to the
don't-
beach in a bikini? You don't think that?
Yeah,
Christians
but that's
can,
still like that's like
How?
a lot of sex workers do like bikini barista.
Yeah, because
You're not
they're probably
practicing-
Also
you're
selling
not-
their
Just
pussy on
let
the
You're
them-
not-
side.
just let them.
Makes sense.
You're not like you're not practicing modesty or anything that's in the Bible.
What's
so
your
this-
definition of modesty?
Not being in a bikini.
Not being in a bikini.
So you want to let your wife at the beach in a bikini?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't let my wife go to the beach in a bikini.
You
but
make
I
extra
wouldn't,
tips.
Let's pull up her
You
Insta-
make
I wouldn't
Should we
want
pull up
her
the Instagram?
working
Can you
Just-
in a
not?
bikini.
Not you don't want the what's
No.
wrong with this?
You make extra tips for being in the bikini, and
I'm just
so
just a show.
shaming sex workers. Like you're basically a stripper, so I don't
A
understand why.
stripper, yeah, because I touch
I don't
people and
think
I
that's
dance
fair.
on people for money.
Do you
I
have
don't
a
think that's
problem?
fair.
Just
She's
like,
not-
did
she's
you have
not
a
a
man?
stripper.
Did you have a man that like cheated on you with
No,
a
in
stripper?
fact, I had a really good father that raised me to have morals.
Me too, and he's watching, and he's very proud of me
Here,
for my
it
accomplishments.
is
I pay
to
his
some
rent,
degree- here.
so thank you very much,
In
babe.
in your notes to us, you said
But-
most people don't date. Or did you have something really quick?
It's not quick. You already know.
Can you just
don't
give us? Okay, so for you, you said in your pre-show notes to us, most people don't date for marriage anymore. It's extremely hard to find a traditional wife-husband who wants to raise their children under biblical values.
Yeah.
Now, I guess my question for you is, how do you reconcile that statement with the fact that you are a bikini barista and don't appear all that traditional in your social media presence? And that's why I wanted to, if we can, pull up the Instagram, just
Well, it depends on what you mean by
ahead, Nick.
traditional. Traditional to me means submitting to your husband. Traditional to me means being a good Christian. It means being a
How
good
can you
wife.
find?
My question for you guys, all right? For men and women, mostly men, would you let your wife work? I mean, as being a Christian man or a Christian woman, mostly for the Christian man, would you let your wife work with bikinis? Would you feel some type of way, or do you feel like that is appropriate for you to have your wife working like that, or do you feel like as a Christian woman to work with a bikini where people can see, I mean, a good portion of your ass? There's a better way. I know there's a better way to put it, but I'm sorry, but I know there's a better way to put it. Products, something like that, I would say, and a good portion of your tits, good portion of your tits. You know, that is really concerning for me. I wouldn't be able to let my wife go and work with this kind of clothes on her, what other men can fantasize, and even other women. I mean, we're not gonna hide anything. We know we live in the end of days. You know, this is really concerning for me.
But
When
what
if
about
you're-
modesty?
What do you mean? I am modest.
In the modesty in
Currently,
appearance.
but
Nick,
like while you're at the
My
workplace.
actions, I am a very, very modest person.
Sex work is not modest.
I'm not
she's
in
not,
sex
she's
work.
not,
Sex
she's not a sex
worker,
worker,
don't-
but
Nice.
look,
I'm
to
definitely. I would never
she
touch
makes-
someone
She's
for
not
money.
a
I
sex
would
worker.
never
Straw
do
man.
anything gross like that for money.
Yeah.
I'm good.
what was your name again?
Savannah.
Savannah. To Brian's point, look, you're a beautiful woman. You're intelligent.
Thank
I think
you.
you're well spoken.
Thank you.
You're welcome. To Brian's point, I haven't seen your social media. It sounds like is there an abundance of bikini pics?
Yes.
Here, we'll pull it up just for.
Okay.
I'm proud of my body.
Oh,
like,
come on.
Scroll
there's
down there.
nothing. The thing is that everybody associates nudity to
what I'm
sexuality.
talking about,
to
guys.
me,
Lord have
it's
mercy.
not the same.
We
See?
must stay focused, brothers. We
And
must
if you're lusting
stay
over me,
focused.
that is
She
your.
literally.
That is
That
your
I
sin.
this I completely disagree with. Hold on one second. Okay, so Brian, what was her statement about finding it difficult to find?
Most people don't date for marriage anymore. It's extremely hard to find a traditional wife husband who wants to raise their children under biblical values.
Okay, so
So how do you reconcile that
I'm
statement?
saying this with all due respect.
Yeah.
I genuinely respect you.
Thank you.
As a
The way this guy's coming out here right now, I know he got something behind his head. When someone about to call you up, and you know they're gonna call you out, but they didn't start by saying the bad stuff, by calling you out and start congratulate you and say all those I'm happy with this, I'm happy, I'm support, I'm this, I'm that, I understand this, I understand that. There's a but that's coming. There's a but that's coming.
traditional Christian man who wants a traditional Christian wife, to be quite frank, if I saw your Instagram page, immediately I would write you off as a non-traditional,
Sure.
non-Christian woman.
I
I would
would
assume
too.
that you weren't Christian. When I see a woman's Instagram page and I see bikini pictures all over the place showing off the booty, all that kind of stuff, I'm like, yo, this is the exact opposite of modesty. And I'm not interested in that. And I would argue that you are probably making it much more difficult on yourself to find the kind of man that your heart longs for by living this kind of lifestyle where you're posting these images of yourself. Because I know a lot of traditional Christian dudes, a lot of them, across the board, they want modesty in women, and they would not classify that Instagram page as modest.
Sure, that's fine. I'm not really looking for a husband, though. I was just stating that it is hard. To be fair.
Part of
Can
the
I ask
reason
how
why
that's
it's
not-
hard is because I think you're making it harder on yourself with the job that you work and also with your Instagram presence.
Okay, sure, that's valid.
And isn't it using sexualization to get money?
No, I'm not doing anything sexual at all.
You literally are in a bikini with your ass out getting tips. I know how it works.
she wants
Okay.
Well, I just
Yeah, like, okay, are you
You
not?
get tips just like
Can you
strippers
not
get
be
tips.
a bikini, be in a bikini and be
No,
a
I'm not-
Christian?
Yeah,
Like,
wait,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
no,
Azure. It's
but-
Azure, right?
but this
I
is
give
the
you.
It is-
I
look,
give
it
you
is not
credit.
modesty.
You
It's
want
not
the
Well,
smoke
it
from
depends on your
everybody.
definition of
Well,
modesty.
okay, so my definition.
In Europe, it's
my
considered
definition.
modest,
So
right? Like you go out onto a beach, you're naked. That's
Savannah,
fine.
Savannah,
Yeah.
Sounds
you're-
like it's
Savannah.
just
Hold
all
on, hold on,
the
hold on, hold on, hold on.
That's not when you're
Savannah,
getting
hold
tipped.
on, Savannah. You're
I'm
saying,
getting tipped to make coffee.
ladies, please,
with
please.
your ass out.
Please,
so
please
don't
stop.
shame workers. That's all.
She
I'm
wants
saying.
the
Not
smoke.
sex work.
She wants
Holy
the smoke
shit.
from
It's very. It's in.
I'm not touching
a-
anyone for money. You're lusting after me. I'm not doing shit. I'm making
You,
coffee.
you, Savannah, are eliciting lust from men by dressing
It's
this
their
way.
fault
Well,
for
that's
lusting
the
No,
same thing.
after me.
No, that's like putting your breasts in a man's
Yeah, but that's
face
the
and being
same
like, "Why are
argument
you
as a
looking at
stripper.
them?"
No,
Why are-"
it's not.
Yes,
I
it
would
is.
never do
You're
that.
You literally do it
They
for a living.
come
You flaunt
through
your
my
body.
coffee stand.
Hang on,
Like,
let me
that's
ask this. Let me
their-
ask this. What's the distinction when you say they're
Bruh.
lusting after me? Couldn't the stripper make the same argument?
Yeah, except for a stripper's touching and doing sexual
Okay,
Yeah, but,
so-
acts.
but hang on, hang on.
It seems like
There's
you're
a
just like
big
trying to
Let's say the
find a
stripper,
way
the stripper
to-
No,
never
there's
touched
a fine
it.
line
Let's say the
using
stripper
your-
never touched it.
Guys, all right. Honestly speaking, I think some people might feel like, this is some people are able to do that. This is the trust in life. This is what they decide to do. You know what I'm saying? And they also will be able to not do like what a stripper do. Like sometimes you can get out with a person in the house, like have SEX with a person. Some people don't. If she's really about it, I mean, that doesn't really like exactly say that she is a stripper, okay? Because a stripper dance, they do other type of stuff. But for me, from my point of view, all right, I don't think this is appropriate. Okay. And when you claiming yourself as Christian, there's also stuff that you need to follow. You know, God gave us the Bible for a reason. God, Jesus came and teach us for a reason. You know, and also in the Bible, I can use the verse 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 to 20, when God when Paul, I would say Paul said, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God?" You know, you are not your own. You were bought at a price, which is Jesus died for you. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. Yeah, well said. Your body is the temple of God, the temple of the Holy Spirit. You know, if you don't honor God with your body, I mean, you putting your you putting your yeah, you're showing off your body. I mean, you don't only like walking around and stuff like that, but you are exposing some of your body part that can that can make that person have some sinful thought about you. You know, it's like the video that I post like last week when it comes to people that doing OnlyFans. Some of them not really putting all the intimate part in the camera, but some of them are doing like some show with their booms, their ass. I'm not saying shaking. Some of them are doing like any type of stuff, you know. But when you're claiming yourself something, you gotta act like you're a question as well. For me, that's what I think.
Any of the Johns just showed up and shook her ass. That's all she did.
Sure, I don't do that.
Yeah, but let's say that's all she did, okay? She's not touching anybody now.
Sure.
She's using her sexualization to make money, wouldn't just like you are, right?
No.
What's the distinction then?
The difference is that you're dancing and you're shaking your ass and you're doing that to elicit a feeling to get money, right?
And what is the
right?
bikini for?
So the bikini,
Exactly.
no.
It seems like you're trying to
Wait,
like
hold on,
justify
just
the
38.
reason
One sec,
why.
one sec.
What is the
I am a
bikini
Christian,
for?
But I think women should
Come
be head
on.
of household. I am all for women with stake in the game, but the sword penetrates the chalice, not the other way around. We see reality.
Real. Real.
Yeah, thank you, Bellman. Appreciate it.
What does that mean?
Look, this whole idea that like it's on men to control their lust. Yes, okay, I agree. Men have a responsibility to control their lust, but women also have a responsibility to not elicit that lust from men.
By what
And
I'm wearing.
By you
to
choosing.
be specific.
Yes.
By
Savannah,
what I am wearing.
Savannah, come on. If there's two women and one is
So am I
worn-
eliciting that when I
please
go
let
to
me
the beach
speak.
with my
Please
bikini?
let me
Okay,
speak.
I apologize.
If there's two, thank you. If there's two women and one of them is wearing a modest dress and the other woman is wearing a bikini that shows off her breasts and her butt, obviously men are going to lust. They're more likely to lust after the woman that's in a bikini with all of her curves showing. She is making a choice to wear something that shows off her body. She is going to elicit lust. Do you concede that?
I agree, but that is also not my responsibility
Okay,
to be responsible
let me
for
ask
your
it a
lustful
different
That's
thoughts.
fine. It's you can say it's not your responsibility, but just don't call yourself traditional or modest.
Well, let me
Right.
ask this a different
You're
way.
not.
Coins.
That's fair.
Inside
we
of
can,
your
we
team,
can,
fine.
we
Inside
can
of your
agree to
capacity as a
Is that
bikini
church ain't
barista,
fun?
can you name
Man.
a single virtue of
wow.
being a bikini barista? What is a single
Oh,
virtue?
wow.
What about it is in any way virtuous?
I'm not going to answer that. Like, I
I
don't
know.
know what you're trying to.
Nah, there's no way you're gonna give that answer. Cause this is exactly where I would say, if you were able to answer, she'd be able to gonna. But I know for sure she's gonna think about that answer. She's gonna think about that question for sure. She will. If she's a question that way she's claiming it, because we all know that, guys. In life, we are learning. For me, we are learning. I'm not perfect. The person that asking the question, oh no, they're not perfect as well. They might be in the situation before when they thought that maybe 4 years before or 2 years before they will accept with her, they will agree with her. But now they're not still with their path with God, their eyes open, and there's other stuff they used to accept. They're not gonna accept it anymore. Today she's in this position thinking that okay, I can be Christian and also showing off my body in public and working. Even some people say that that's as the old video that I posted. Yes, that's last time. The woman said like having doing OnlyFans and doing all the stuff doesn't like oblige her to not being a Christian. She's still a Christian. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we need to pray. Now we need to pray for those people. You know, we also need to speak with them, let them know the truth. We cannot change them. All right, we don't have the power to change people. You know, we can't. Our word can influence. I would say can touch their heart. And Jesus, I mean, we can speak with them, and the Holy Spirit will touch your heart and let them see and help them see light, and then see through their issue, through the scene, you know. But at the same time, we cannot reject them. We always have to pray for them, as God mentioned it, you know.
Get out of that question.
Okay, so if a guy,
It's not a
if
job that I enjoy doing.
Yeah,
It's
if
not
a
like it's
guy's
my
in-
dream job. I have two
Do you
college
aspire?
degrees.
Do you
I'm
aspire to
working
be
on
the?
it.
Do you aspire to be the Proverbs 31 wife?
I don't know.
well, you agree that
I may not get
Christianity,
married,
just
I
to
don't
follow
know.
up on this, you agree that Christians need to be virtuous, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
What are the virtues of being a bikini barista?
I never said that there was virtues
Yeah,
of being a bikini
but when
barista.
when you're asked specifically to say, hey, listen, it's not my problem that these guys over here all want to put their hands all over me. They can't, but they want to, and that's why I make extra money.
I mean, that
but
happens when
stripper
I
over
have
there,
clothes on,
they're doing
too.
something wrong. That's insane.
No, that's fine. But even
That's
when
a
I have clothes
hypocrisy,
on,
and
men
there's
are
no
the same
virtue.
thing.
There's
That's
no
fine.
virtue.
Yeah.
We can agree to disagree on that. But men want to do the same
There's
thing
no
when I
di-
have clothes on too. I could be wearing a potato sack, and men would still want to do that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely, because men have sex drives. But if you're wearing a bikini, it is
But
going
that is
it is
your
going to
responsibility.
stimulate a man's sex drive.
Then that's
Anything
Just
could
like
stimulate
Savannah,
a man's sex
Savannah,
drive.
Savannah,
Should I wear a hijab
Savannah.
then?
No, you don't have to wear
Like-
a hijab.
I prefer a burqa,
You
to
don't-
be honest.
You don't
Burqa,
have to,
okay.
but Savannah, just like it's a man's job, it's a man's
Get the rocks.
responsibility to control
Abdul,
his lust. It's
get the
also
get the
a
rocks.
woman's responsibility. If she calls herself a traditional
On that, man, you done talking. It's done. It's over now, right? It's over. There's nothing else for you to say. I mean, sometimes we cannot change people, all right? As I said before, we cannot change people. We can't explain them. We can talk to them, okay? And to what we're gonna say, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, will be able to walk them through what you said, okay? And help them go through the situation and have them see through what they're doing, if it's right or wrong. Okay, I used to have that conversation with close people, with family, with close friends, you know, with my wife. Well, sometimes we have to agree to disagree. You know, it's like that in life. You don't know everything. You're learning every day. You're learning, and if you always have an open conversation with someone, you explain to me your side of the story, I explain to my side of the story, and we find a common ground. If I'm able to change, see through it, I can change. But at the same time, thinking and praying over it. When you're thinking and praying over something, God will show you exactly what's going on. God will show you if it's right or wrong. God have answer to everything. Okay, and I have one last verse I want to share with you guys in Matthew 5 verse 28. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Okay, even you, the man that is looking at this woman lustfully, they already commit adultery. And the way what she's wearing on her won't help you that much. Should not be like that. And you gotta be by grace of God. us as men can speak for every man, but most men that will attract your eyes because we have to understand the woman is created for the glory of the man. I mean, that's I said. I'm not sure if it's really if it's biblical, okay. But as I said, I used to hear my parents, all the people used to say, women are created for the glory of the man, and the men are created for the glory of the God. You know, and yeah. So, guys, let me know what you think. All right, and I hope this also you guys will be able to also have a open conversation with your loved ones and see you can have that conversation with your loved ones as well and let them know to see if there's anything that can change, and also let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. All right, so on that, I hope you guys have a blessed day or blessed night. May God be with you, and do not forget, remember that if you're new, subscribe to the channel, like and comment. All right. Okay. That's all for today. Bless.